Hello, and welcome to our storyboard for Hawkeye Security Systems by Ben Cornell, Nick Deely, Gavin Bullis, and Nicole Graver. But first, we needed to find an opportunity. We created a survey to determine what a good opportunity would be. From the initial survey, we found that 78% of the respondents stated that security of their house and neighborhood was important to them. In addition, 76% of them stated that they were having difficulties getting the job done and they would be interested in the product to help. This is where our job to be done was created. We decided to look into creating a community-based security system as well as an app to go with it, where we would partner with key players such as ADT to increase neighborhood safety, especially in areas that are currently overlooked. This product would give lower income and higher crime areas the opportunity to get some type of security system in place to set up a successful community watch program and allow direct contact with local law enforcement. With the design of this product, we will utilize key partnerships beyond ADT. These include community leaders from surrounding areas to look at the safety of their areas of interest, along with those nearby. In addition to community leaders, we would partner with local law enforcement. This product would provide an increase in volunteers, help deter violence, increase the feeling of community, and assist in decreasing response time for emergency calls. Finally, this would utilize community watch groups as well as assist in creating new watch groups where needed. The customer segments for this job would be lower income communities, higher crime areas, communities with neighborhood watch programs, as well as any other neighborhood that is looking to establish a sense of community and create a safe space for kids to play. Our 10 success outcomes are the measures that we will be utilizing to determine customer satisfaction. To remain agile, we'll take these success outcomes and conduct a survey at the end of setup as well as various times during service. The feedback will be analyzed and we can adjust if necessary. The 10 success outcomes we will be looking for are that the equipment was installed correctly, on time, and is functional. Our customers are charged correctly. The monitoring equipment is functional, as well as the app, and that the app is being maintained. The number of app users are increasing. The community safety has improved. Customers are satisfied with this service. Monitoring needs are met, and complaints are being handled appropriately and timely. This slide summarizes our segments of opportunity. This value proposition slide details out customer jobs to be done and gains and pains that go with it. As you can see, our product alleviates a lot of pains, such as decreasing crime, gaining a security system for a lower price, eliminating the feeling of being unsafe, decreasing response time from law enforcement. This product would also offer various services such as cameras throughout the neighborhood that the community would have access to, and an app designed to integrate the features as well as communicate with others. This would create a sense of community and increase security for a lower price than what is available currently. This value creation is that ADT hopes to bring value to low-income communities as well as community watch programs by developing an application that facilitates security and builds community. ADT is an established and trusted brand that has historically been a leader in security systems, which should encourage use. This application will help connect watch groups together and build relationships with local law enforcement. Local law enforcement should gain value through having more trusted reports and decrease in crime. The value exchange map shows how Hawkeye Security System will integrate with its partners to gain revenue and build community. Through subscription fees, ADT and Hawkeye Security System would be gaining profit and would be integrating with community leaders, watch groups, and law enforcement. These key players would be gaining networking within districts, training assistance and connection to watch groups, and transparency and clarity aimed at improving response time. There would also be advertising utilized to spread the word about this new security program, and this would help increase the customer base. This, tied with our customer support plan, will help create valuable, low-cost security program that members will benefit from. Our demand creation strategy is to gain customers and help establish neighborhood watch programs. We would then help set up community fees and define the monitoring needs for that specific community. Once the goals are established, the customer would reach out to us and select the desired equipment and come up with a customized plan for their community. The equipment would then be delivered, installed, and the neighborhood watch would be set up and functional in the app. The community watch program would then be able to monitor the community, and we would follow up to ensure that the system is what was expected and adjust as necessary. Then every month, the subscription fees, which would be a flat rate, would be billed to customers. There will not be any hidden fees or contracts necessary for this service.
Using an application called Mock Plus, we were able to create a visual representation of what we'd like the application to look like for community users. So our ultimate goal with our application is to have it be as simple and clean as possible. As you can see, this is our login screen. There's not much to it. It's very, very streamlined. Username, password, a little forgot password link, and the ability to just sign in with your thumbprint. And so once you get through this, we'll get to the main landing page, the home page. There are 5 things that you can do at this main home page. And these are just quick access features to the main services provided. And essentially, this is just a good landing page to get to where you want to go. So the top icon is ADT. That'll take you to the ADT website if you wanted to browse gear and equipment. The button down below, that's the community webpage and the community cameras. So this is the main meat of what this application is going to do. In this button, you'll be able to find all the video camera feeds in the area and the community, and connect with your local community watch groups and see what's going on there. The third button down, the report an incident. This is where you'd be able to make contact with police, non-emergency, your local watch groups, community leaders. That's where you do that. And the fourth button down, that's make or set up a payment. This is where you would pay your bills. And we'll talk more about that in a bit. And the very last one is schedule an appointment. So looking at each of these pages after this, so in the community camera feed, you'll have a set number of cameras based on your community and cameras that you own personally. Those would be able to view here. The feeds that you have would be customized to your neighborhood and what equipment you own. So in this area, you would be able to allow access to your camera feed if you, say, wanted the community to also have access to your cameras. You can also chat with other community members in this area and basically get a good idea of what's going on in the area. This is the incident reporting area. So like we talked about earlier, we mainly want streamlined, easy access, simplicity to use. So for non-emergency dispatch, you click the top button. If you want to connect with your community watch leaders, let them know that, hey, we're seeing vandalism on this area, or hey, my petunias keep getting trampled. This is where you would call and let them, or connect with them and let them know what was going on. For online incident reporting, this is to the police. If you wanted to fill out an online incident report, this is where you would do that. And this is also where the next one down is where you could connect and see current and past reports in your area. You can see if there's any trends going on, how often things are being reported, and so on. And then the very last button is for emergencies, call 911. You click that button, it'll start dialing 911 for you, and hopefully get you through a little bit quicker. So payment. So we want, once again, we want to make it as simple and easy for the customer to make payments. Pretty much we will accept your money any way that you can pay us, we will accept it. So we have our customer service email. You can pay us by phone. You can pay by just clicking that button. You can pay the bill online, and you can set up automatic withdrawals, and you can mail us a check. We are so simple to pay. Just pay us, and we will be happy. And then the very last button on the main screen is schedule an appointment. So you can use our online scheduling calendar to let it, so you can see how far out we're scheduled, what day works best for you. Or you can email our customer service. If you want to speak to a customer service representative, we have our phone number. You click that button, it'll hyperlink to start calling. We're only open Monday through Friday for those calls, however. And then we also have our frequently asked questions and our equipment user guide. We know that security cameras and our gear and equipment can be sometimes complicated. So we want to make sure that we can answer as many questions as possible, as easy as possible. Also, we have an equipment guide. So it kind of gives you an idea of what equipment might be the best fit for you in your area and what options are available.
For our Abbott Gate design model, we went with the Validate Opportunity model. This was for the best value and job solution fit going into our survey. This, in turn, will test the differential value of the solution as well as certain aspects of our business model. For testing differential value, the survey we conducted was to see how important certain aspects of our ADT business model would do. The data indicates that the price point does not have as much pull as we would have thought, and therefore the customers are not willing to pay more for that value. The focus should be on driving the cost down and being the more affordable option compared to our competitors. This was one of our main goals anyway, which was to give more opportunity to lower income communities, so this actually fits very well with our solution. The survey results show that the price point of our product did not have the kind of pull we imagined or had hoped for. The results show a lower price being the most optimal because customers are not willing to pay more for that perceived value. So in turn, ultimately, this shows the importance of how costs are to ADT customers and most consumers in general. The primary goal established in the beginning was to keep prices down for lower income communities as well as underprivileged communities, especially since they can afford ADT services only if the price was in their price range, which can be difficult. For most in these lower income communities, there is rarely an option of home security. This is why we set out to change this and give these communities a change and a chance to see what it would be like to not only afford ADT services, but also to see the success of having ADT home security in preventing as well as reducing crime in the community, and also as the justification of spending for these services. Along the way, there were some constraints or barriers that came up during this process. Aside from the obvious, number one being pricing, there were issues of making our app to be more personalized to the user, as well as creating space for the user to make payments, create scheduling, and also service that we had to consider. We have been mentioning pricing as the number one constraint, but we found that there were issues tied into pricing that we considered as well, such as budgeting both for ADT and the customer. Also, we realized that troubleshooting issues can be a concern as well going forward. Our pricing is very straightforward. With equipment coming in at around $100, installation at $50. This also includes app setup, and monthly costs coming in at around $9 to $10 per person. Our reasoning is quite simple. We are providing our product at a value for both individuals and communities alike in preventing and reporting crime. Our price point is crucial to our target market, and that was our main goal.
Social value model system is aimed to simply increase overall safety at an affordable price. Looking to partner with local law enforcement, we would both better relations in communities and lead to improved response times. While low-income communities may lack trust in their local police force, which would hopefully change with our system and integration, studies show an increased willingness to partner with law enforcement to clean up their communities. With first responder response time being proven to be slower in these communities, this partnership with local law enforcement agencies is a very important characteristic of our system. Community watch groups, on the other hand, are also crucial in increasing community safety and helping open up a line of communication between them and the police. Couple this with the monitoring equipment and app we would offer, overall it will help meet our goal of increasing overall safety. At an affordable price point, our systems consist of monitoring equipment and corresponding application. With features such as incident reporting and access to video feeds, we want to allow for conversation and feeling of protection. While it will hopefully lead to faster police response time, our system allows a community to take their safety into their own hands, not always needing to rely on others. Incident reporting will both allow police to react quicker, but it will also allow community members trends as well. Maybe there have been 2 car break-ins over the last week that have happened at night. With a community in the know, they would hopefully come together and do what they can to stop the crime from happening a third time. Again, though, that decrease in response time is where we think our system will shine. It is important to investigate our competition and understand where our product and service can create better value and ultimately generate customer demand. Maybe there are some traits offered by others that we can put our own spin on to create the best product for our customers. So with this being said, the first point revolves around the contract versus monthly payment plans. Unsurprisingly, we were able to see from our survey results that participants would rather participate through a monthly plan over a long contract. As is seen with other bills such as cell phone and lease contracts, it can be intimidating signing a long contract. While we think our product would provide great value for communities around the country, we realize the scare with bulky contracts and understand the value customers have placed on the freedom of monthly plans. With that said, we can identify that monthly contracts would be valued and appreciated most by customers and would lead us to working off monthly contracts as a result. Next, we look into features desired by those who took our survey. With closer results this time, we were able to learn that a response team arrival may not be the desired action in this situation. Rather, lights and a two-way talk were preferred. So while we want to key in on our local law enforcement relationships, as the old saying goes, when seconds matter, help is minutes away. With this in mind, we may want to explore other options with the goal to deter crime, but also help the victim be able to handle the situation at hand in the safest way possible. Lastly, looking at price, we were able to note the preference of a cheaper security system. While we determined monthly plans were desired over long contracts, these results ultimately go to show that customers really value the price point of the product. From the get-go, we wanted to design the product and service targeting lower-income individuals who are seeking an affordable system. Our survey proves the significance of the price point and shows us the value we can either create or dismantle through our pricing strategy. When it comes to our business ecosystem blueprint, we have a fairly straightforward plan. Outsourcing to suppliers for our monitoring equipment such as cameras, motion sensors, etc., we would obviously need quality products on a lean budget. In a similar light, our app development can't cut any corners, and we would need to make sure we are publishing and pushing a strong and secure product. Being that safety is our biggest goal, we would need both equipment and an app that is reliable and user-friendly. Our biggest co-innovation risk is obviously relying on the suppliers and app developers to deliver on their innovations and provide us with dependable solutions. If they fail, we fail. Our adoption chain risk would result in if connection were lost between the app and monitoring system. Again, with safety and security our biggest priority, these products must work together seamlessly. Last but not least, we need to quickly touch on the finances and how our security system would drive revenue. So as you can read here, a major portion of the United States does not use a security system. Bringing convenience and affordability to the table with our product, we are able to create value for many, and in particular, the underprivileged communities. While equipment installation would be a flat one-time fee, the monthly plans we would utilize allow for scalability. As trust is built and the product gains popularity, the future could allow focus to be placed further into growth and understanding the wants and needs of the customer. This product would ultimately help communities find security at an affordable cost and do right by others while producing solid profit. Thanks for listening in our Hawkeye security system, and go Cougs.